It's just like the next step, I think. The songwriting's better. We're all playing better, like the parts, the music, the instruments better. We've added other instruments, like there's cello on it and piano and
acoustic guitar.
Acoustic guitar. There's all these different elements in it and stuff like that. So this one's just like the next logical step, I think, into to becoming like what we want the band to eventually sound like.
Last chord and don't slouch, because when the guitar tilts back,
We just kind of make a point to like not record the same album over and over. I guess like the All Killer was a little poppier, like pop punk-ish kind of, and then the last one was a little heavier, and so this one we just wanted to do something different as well. So we just don't really want to record the same album over and over. We always, on each album, we try and do something a little different. We did pre-production, which is like practicing the songs and like, you know, getting like all our parts together in Derek's house, and then we went to a real studio and recorded it.
Which was actually kind of a difficult experience because like none of the equipment was really working at Derek's house, and it was kind of annoying I was playing on these electric drums. I felt like it was in like a 80s new wave band. It kind of sucked. But then we finally got to a real studio, and I was playing on real drums now, and I could, like, the parts were way more difficult to play because real drums are difficult to play in comparison to like plastic drums. And so for the next album, maybe we'll do it all at a real studio.
We all grew up on like a bunch of different things. I know Dave grew up on a lot of heavy metal. I grew up on grunge and old rap, and I'm sure he was the same. Well, Derek was the same as me.
Yeah, Derek and I were more into like sort of like that sort of like Southern California, Fat Records kind of punk rock sort of thing when we started the band. And before that, yeah, we like everybody likes Guns N' Roses and all that sort of thing. And then, you know, then we got really into that stuff, and that's sort of where the main inspiration for our band came from, was from bands like NoFX and Pennywise and stuff like that. That's where it sort of originated. And then after you get older, and then it starts branching off, and you start listening to like the Beatles and like, you know, the other bands that you used to make fun of people for listening to, right? Because they had slow songs, and, you know, so, and they were hippies. But now, you know, you grow up a little bit and you start liking them.